Good day, everyone. Today's presentation addresses a significant challenge in virtual language education: unequal students' participation. As highlighted in my theoretical analysis report, this issue impacts the learning outcomes and the overall effectiveness of online language classes in my university UNAP. So let's continue with the presentation. Theory Analysis Report by Nicole Valeria Vargas. Foreign Language in Acquisition of Learning, that's the course. So, a brief summary about this. Introduction of report. This course in theoretical analysis report delves into second language acquisition, examining both fundamental theories and innovative trends in the field. Key theories of foreign language acquisition are 6 keys. Let's see. Number 1, key theories of SLA and their practical application. Number 2, behaviors and feedback. Number 3, innovations and variability of learning. Number 4, questions monitor model in virtual resources. And number 5, critical analysis and practical application. And the last, number 6, social cultural theory and the limitation of virtual. And the next is current trends in language acquisition. So, 3, innovative approach to language acquisition, research, neurocognitive, multilingualism, translingualism, and artificial intelligence and data analysis. It's a little about this. Cognitive factors in language acquisition. So, memory, both short-term and long-term, is essential for writing vocabulary and grammatical rules. The flexibility of virtual environments allows students to process information at their own pace. But the lack of face-to-face interaction can affect compression and language production. Social and emotional influence. Interaction is crucial for practice and feedback, as limited by the lack of non-verbal causing virtuality. Motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic, fluctuates due to the distractions and lack of social connection. Contextual and cultural factors. The virtual learning environment, the quality of the connection, and access to linguistic input are crucial. Cultural influences such as values, beliefs, and communication styles impact attitudes toward online learning and interaction. And problematics and educational situation. In virtual language classes, a common challenge is unequal student participation. We observe that some learners actively participate in discussion and activities, while others remain silent or with the camera turned on, and many things. And let's say the conclusion. This theoretical analysis report highlights the complexity of foreign language acquisitions and emphasizes the interaction of cognitive, social, emotional, and cultural factors, while classical theories provide foundations. Neurocognitive and social cultural approach offer modern perspectives, and technology, especially AI, is transforming language teaching. So this is my theory analysis report. This is reference, and thanks for your attention. So let's continue with the presentation. Okay, I observe three classes, but we will focus on one in particular, oral composition and its visualized problem. Let's continue. Expository presentation, addressing unequal student participation in virtual language classes. Problematic educational situation. In virtual language classes, it's common to observe that some students are actively involved while others are silent or keep their cameras off. This disparity leads to a lack of interaction, makes it difficult to assess students' comprehension and can demotivate those who participate less. The core issue is the absence of a virtual environment that fosters equal participation and reduces student anxiety. Interaction is crucial for language acquisition, therefore, the lack of the hinders learning and the development of communicative skills. Analysis of the situation. This problem is complex, influenced by various factors including social, cognitive, emotional, contextual, and cultural elements. For instance, social factors like limited interactions and lack of nonverbal cues in virtual settings can inhibit participation. Emotional factors such as anxiety and affective filters like stress or low self-esteem also play a significant role. Moreover, the quality of the virtual learning environment and cultural differences and communication of styles can further contribute to this issue. And let's continue with the question. And the first question say, what innovative English learning activities do you propose to address the identified educational challenge? Innovative English learning activities. To address this challenge, I propose implementing virtual conversations groups designed to encourage interaction in a safe environment. Additionally, incorporating games and collaborative activities can increase motivation and reduce affective filters, making learning engaging. Providing personalized feedback and emotional support can also help elevate anxiety and build trust. The next question, number 2. What specific resources, including digital tools and materials, do you propose to utilize to support the implementation of your proposed activities? Specific resources and digital tools. These activities can be supported by using platforms like Zoom or Teams for breakout rooms, online dictionaries, and gamification tools like Kahoot or Quizzes. Virtual boards such as Miro or Padlet can facilitate collaborative tasks and features like private chat in Zoom, Teams can be used for personalized feedback. Furthermore, incorporating multimedia resources and virtual exchange programs can provide varying path and promote cultural exchange. And the last question say, what methodologies do you propose to use to assess the impact of your proposed activities on language learning outcomes? Methodologies to evaluate impact. To evaluate the impact of these activities, I suggest employing a mixed methods approach. Quantitative data can be collected through tracking students, participation rates, assessments, scores, and used digital tools. Qualitative data can be gathered from student surveys, interviews, and observations of online interactions. Analyzing both types of data will provide a comprehensive understanding of how the proposed activities affect student engagement and learning outcomes. The last. In conclusion, unequal students participation is a multifaceted challenge that requires a holistic approach. By implementing innovative activities, utilizing proactive digital tools, and creating a supportive virtual environment, we can foster greater equity and change the language learning experience for all students. And guys, this is all for today for my video, and thanks for listening to me. This is a brief summary about my presentation, the step of the guide of learning. And bye bye, see you next time.